It better be, because it's time for Talking Real with Jay and Shay, right here on Love 860 WAEC. Now, you can definitely tell who is who. See, Shay, she's the smart one. And Jay, well, he's the one that always has his lip stuck out.
This is not going to go well for you, bro.
Call in live with your comments and questions. 404-355-8699. That's 404-355-8699. Now, let's talk real with Jay and Shay.
Good evening, Atlanta. Welcome to the Jay and Shay Show. I'm Jay.
And I'm Shay.
Yeah, we know, girl. We know who you are. But how was your week?
Oh, you asking me already? I
thought I'd take the lead again because, I just want to make sure I act.
Any other time you come in
here
talking
I know.
about...
I usually cut you off, too.
See?
But I'm not going to do that. I want to make sure I know how your week is.
Lies, you say.
Oh,
you
really?
don't want to know what my week is. I can't hear nothing. Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Any
other time...
You going to do it like that?
I'm just saying. Any other time you usually... are on that about your week, but my week was very interesting. I've had I
got some static.
I do
some
hear
feedback.
a little bit
We
feedback.
got the feedback there now.
I know I've got the greatest producer back there, Lady D.
You pumping everybody up.
I'm saying she is amazing. Can I get a little background? There we go. Hey. What I was saying was.
What was you saying?
I was saying I had a great week, but an interesting week. I've had, little friends with a couple of challenges, and
okay.
I want
hopefully they're gonna do well.
I'm praying for the situations at hand, because only God can do it, but won't He do it?
Say it again.
Won't He do it?
Say it again.
But in all of that, I would like for Verizon to undo whatever they did to my phone a few days ago on that update. It's not answering. It's not doing texts.
I've been meaning to tell you, your phone been really acting bootleg here lately. I just wanted to let you know that.
With the new, and apparently not me. I put it out on Instagram today.
What kind of feedback you got? Because it's broke.
I'm telling you, it's dropping calls. Mm-hmm. It's doing all kind of crazy stuff.
Maybe you just wore it out. You do talk a lot. I mean,
really?
You ever thought about you might have just broke it?
Really? No.
I'm just saying.
I did the stupid update when you was on the phone with me. I said, hey, babe, it's
really?
the update coming.
So, how you got to put me with it? Why? So I told your phone up.
Because I was on the phone with you and I had to switch phones because it said it was updating. And then now it's broke. I ain't receiving no whole lot of texts.
How I get in on that?
Because maybe you had something to do with Verizon because you got your little iPhone. So it might be... a connection of iPhone.
Why is it that I have to be blamed for things that I didn't do?
You could have. Anyway, it's Talking Real with Jay and Shay. And
for the imperfect. That's all I got to say. For radio, the imperfect, because I get blamed for any old thing.
Well, anyway, you the one trying to keep a show. I'm just trying to keep a show. Because we talk about... I get
blamed for stuff I didn't do.
Well, for those who are brand new listening, welcome to the Jay and Shay Show.
Really?
Talking real.
We talk about for how long? Really?
Relationships, love, and sex. And then Jay tries to keep me from talking about that. But anyway, how was your week?
I just try to keep a show.
How was your week?
My week was good. I have to admit, I had a lot of challenges. Not as serious as yours. But I had a lot of different things. But I told you, when I come here, it changes everything. Mm-hmm. My whole vibe get uplifted. Mm-hmm. So again, I told you, when you do what you have a passion for and didn't even know.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. What?
Here we go.
Do I really need to tell you again?
Here we go.
I'm just saying. I had a very crazy week, but I promise you, it got so much better when I walked through the door.
Well, that's what's up. All right. Okay. I ain't going to even
Don't sound like you believe me.
I ain't going to mess with you. I'm just saying you have to be. But what I will say is that we are missing our C. Davis, but he will be calling in at 7:30. C. Davis is out of town doing
Baltimore?
the doggone thing. Yes, our show comedian, will be on with us about 7:30. So hopefully he's doing his thing. And in the meantime, and in between time, I do want to make sure I shout out our title sponsor of our show, the Brazilian Hair.
Yes, he had them gorilla pills.
And he has those gorilla pills.
Yeah.
Well,
you kind of backed away from that. Yeah.
Well, anyway, we have a caller already, but before we get to our caller, I want to tell you guys what our topic is, and make sure you give us a call at 404-355-8699.
What's the topic, Shay?
The topic for this hour, because we have another hot one on the next hour, but the
What
topic
we
for
got?
this hour, considering the state of single women, as everyone has been talking about on our blog this week, we
I'm
see
listening.
you guys, all of you have been talking about this doggone article on the AJC about the 80,000 extra single women, and apparently they over here texting Jay at the moment right now. These 80,000
80,000 texting?
Yeah, single women.
Hi.
Keep it up. See what happened to you.
Hi.
Anyway, these 80,000 extra single women in America. So on our blog, you guys wanted to talk about the other folks who we have to deal with. Not only do you have corporate America people that, you're in corporate America and you have a man that's in corporate America.
Yeah.
And he is sitting in a cube with or in the office with 8 to 10 women.
Right.
Do you trust him more in your relationship than you do the average fireman, police officer, trash man, mailman?
I mean, hold on.
wait,
Wait. The way you said mailman, I'm just trying to say, did you have something going on with? I mean, because you kind of use a different kind of voice. I'm just trying to wonder.
Our mailman does stop by when you
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
He dropped more than just post mail off.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
He can take your stamp off.
Oh, maybe.
Got issues. Lord
Anyway,
have mercy.
The point is
Christian station. That's all I got
not-
to say.
The point is, entertainers, comedians. Like, I can definitely tell the difference now that we're on the air. How many, as I always say, how many inboxes you get on our Facebook.
Why is it always about the
Because it
inboxes
is,
I
and the
get?
pokes. But anyway, nonetheless,
Hater.
I ain't complaining. I'm getting them too, boo.
All right.
Anyway,
No, I don't
entertainers,
know.
comedians.
All I know is I hear about me.
Well, you
Not
can't see
you.
mine, so
Yeah, I know.
nonetheless. But I'll show you that.
No, you don't got to show me
They
nothing.
be poking during the call.
I ain't like
show.
you. I'm good.
Anyway, can you have a trustworthy relationship if you are a comedian, entertainer, athlete, fireman?
So make them special than anybody else?
Well, I mean,
still
they
people.
have more access to the opposite sex every day
Mm-hmm.
than the average person in a corporate America. Mm-hmm. So what you
So
think about that?
that gives them more opportunity, but what?
Can it have worked? How can you trust them? Are you honestly?
That's like a doctor, a lawyer, a professional football player. There's a lot of people that people want to go after, but the bottom line is what?
The bottom line is, can you trust them, or are you constantly
Can you
wondering
really
what they're
trust
doing?
them or the person that they with trusts them? Because it sounds like to me, you're judging by what I do more so than what I say. I'm just saying.
It's possible.
But
we have a
I
caller
want somebody
already.
else
We
to
have a caller
chime in.
already.
Okay,
Caller,
just cut
come on
me
in.
up. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
what can I say?
Yeah, I know.
Because I know you're about to get on one of your tangents.
Is that what it was?
Tangents. Caller, come on in. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
What's
Hey,
going
how
on?
are you?
What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing?
We're doing excellent.
Good. What? You sound a little blue. You all right?
you know, hold on. First of all, it's Friday, bro.
It's a Friday.
I
It's a
know you
Friday.
off work, and
It's
if
a-
you ain't off work
oh,
and you trying to be
never mind.
quiet, you know,
Oh,
because
sorry.
you still there.
I had a back.
You should have known better than calling here anyway. We know we hype. What's
You know
wrong
we
with
turned
it?
up?
Half sleep. What's what?
Nah,
What?
I'm not to have sleep. I kind of already started turning up.
All right. Hey, you know you don't gotta tease me, man. 'cause,
Now
you know,
we know
it's gonna be about 9 o'clock for all that can happen.
really
For
going
station
on.
reasons.
I got home and I had to take 2 shots of scotch.
Oh Lord! And then you
And,
call our
on
show.
on a Christian. Just keep it clean. Can you keep it clean, please?
Okay. Well, what's your?
Hey,
Do you want
that's
to?
what it was.
Oh Lord Jesus! What's your feedback? Do you want to chime in on this, or you have something else you want to talk about?
I think you want to. I think I'm going to have to side with Jay on this one. I think you're more likely to trust the hard work. I mean, I don't think you judge either one of them, god dang it. But just to be careful, I think the corporate man is just more slick than ever than the other man in the street, protecting the servant. I think the working man in the suit is more likely to creep up on the woman that's missing her husband at night. as
Wow,
opposed to the man that's out saving lives.
That
Are you
right there sounds
kidding
different.
me?
Yeah, he trying to say you better watch out because the man in the suit like Little Red Riding Hood. He's the wolf. He's the wolf.
Like,
Little Red Riding Hood. I'm just saying.
He's more of a sheep than more of a wolf in sheep's clothing.
No way.
So he trying to say corporate America is just
He
like a
out
wolf.
getting his hands dirty trying to do something. I mean, I just saying the man in the suit is more likely.
So what do you got to say about that, Shay? Because I know you got something to say about everything.
Oh, look at that. C. Davis already in the building.
Well, we got to put him on.
Yes. What? No
Is
way.
this C. Davis? We got Davis in the house?
We don't remember what his voice sounds like. Is it possible?
Oh, my goodness. Is this C. Davis, the one we called that we can't never seem to get a hold to? Is this C. Davis?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Hey, I'm like Jesus, brother. I may not come when you want to. Don't get me to preaching.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. He really went there. Really? I know you got jokes, but really?
Did you hear our topic, C. Davis?
Yeah, I heard.
No, hold on. Since you mentioned that, C. Davis, you're a comedian and you have full access. I mean, since you was out there just throwing people to the wolves.
I mean,
C. Davis, is it harder for you since you are in entertainment and
Watch
you
out
have
now.
a lot of people coming at you? I understand you in a relationship, so I'm not asking you to say too much. We got man codes out there, man codes.
No. But his girl might be listening, so he got to
I
be careful
said,
now.
see, we know the tone of man code. See, you have no clue. You just say any old thing. Say any old thing. All right, we got
Oh,
you, C.
so
Davis.
there's something called some man
Oh, Lord.
code, huh? This
C.
is
Davis,
some
just go ahead and talk, player.
psychological-
Go ahead and talk. She
So
don't-
what was the question, brother? What's the question?
He's saying to you that you're a comedian. Do you have access to a whole lot of
You
some
really about to
other
mess that
opposite
up.
sex?
Hold on, potato salad.
Whole lot of potato salad.
No, we ain't talking
Whole
about
lot of
no
cookies.
potato salad,
You have
cookies, cherries,
cherries.
none of that. I'm trying to keep it short.
You have
I ain't
a
trying
whole
to
lot
have
of
that today.
access to cookies. And
lot of access
so does
to
your
people,
girl really
people.
trust
Because
you?
you on the road, bro, you get a lot more attention from the
Cookies.
a lot more attention.
Well, yeah, I do. I mean, I think. Yeah, I do get a lot of more attention. I get a lot of attention. Now, the
Okay,
question
but now
is,
the question is, you get a lot of attention. What do you think the dude in the suit is getting at the office with, the other woman or the wife? Who do you think get more, you or the dude in the suit?
I would say me.
Oh, C. Davis, boy. Yeah.
Oh, snap!
C. Davis trying to claim his, ain't he?
Thanks, man, but you just gonna throw us out there, all right?
I don't know. That sound like C. Davis said he got some confidence in his scales.
No, I'm just saying. You said attention, right? You said attention. I ain't saying I was saying
You know
attention.
what you're talking about.
Oh, well, in my day.
Oh, don't try to clear it up now, player. Your girl already about to have you, bro. I tried that one.
Hey, I ain't going nowhere, man.
I don't want you to go nowhere. I just don't want you to get in trouble later.
I'm a
But
grown man. I'm a grown man with it now, man.
yeah, that's what most grown men say, and then call me later talking about, man, you'll never guess what just happened. I had nothing to do with it, player.
Man.
You did that.
Nah, but seriously, man, I'm around more women. I see more women than a dude that's in the office all day. He gonna see the same woman all day, every day.
Did he just blow a horn? Davis.
Now, all right. Now, you see a lot more variety. But now the question is, though, think about it. That man is still in the office with a lot of women on a lot of different floors in a lot of different departments on a regular basis. While you constantly on the road, you got to think who at home, showing attention. Now, who you think more got more now, though?
The dude on the road, bro. Because I see more women on a.
Hold on. How about I help this? Regardless of who got, hold on.
Shay gonna give you that look right about now.
Well, Shay got all kind of issues. We trying to get past her issues. We trying to get to, something, regardless of the person I'm just saying, but regardless of the person that's sitting in the office or C. Davis that runs into to the different ones all the time, the bottom line is can they trust you? Because the bottom line is it shouldn't matter if I sit in the office with a bunch of women or if I'm on the road. the number one thing is, can she feel comfortable that you would not talk to another woman? And
that's my point. That's my point I was making.
And I think that's what Shay want to get back to, because Shay feels like if you are susceptible to have all these different women approach you or around you,
all them cookies,
I ain't asking about no cookies. These are good women that ain't trying to offer cookies.
Oh, they trying. They trying to offer the cookie now. Now, see, Davis, am I wrong? Or they not trying to offer the cookie?
You know something? Regardless of what they might be doing, can we keep it clean?
No.
Can we
I
do
need
it
to find out.
another
See,
way?
Davis, come on, tell it.
See, Davis, if this
now,
causes,
back in the day, let's go with back in the day.
If this causes you any problems tonight, all I want to say is Shay did it.
I said back in the day. Did they?
No. I think there's a confusion, or maybe I'm confused. Are y'all asking about the attention or me cashing in on the attention?
There you go.
Cashing in on the attention.
Well, I think he has a good point, Shay. Are you asking?
Okay, let me. I'm about to really throw a monkey wrench in here.
That's what I was talking about, man.
Okay, time out. I'm
about
about
to
to.
tell me about how I talk sometimes.
I'm about to really mess y'all up. I have a high profile, notable person on the line, Captain Jack, who is a
Hold on, Captain Jack.
Yeah, Captain Jack.
Well, hold on. Did you just say Captain Jack?
Captain Jack.
Well, how you? I don't know. Where you know Captain Jack from?
Never you mind.
I'm just trying to be kind of curious there, pal.
Never you mind.
It sounds like you know Captain Jack on a regular personal basis.
I'm just saying.
Is that the fireman with the safety tip?
He's a fireman.
How you know him?
He's a fireman.
What kind of he carry a pretty big hose?
Yes.
You know something?
You trying to keep the show now?
Nah, okay, I just lost it, bro. She just mentioned she got stripper Jack on my show. It's a Christian show, girl. Oh Lord.
Anyway, Captain Jack, did you hear the question?
Captain Jack, they got nothing.
That's his answer, right?
This is nothing.
Let me tell you something. Y'all are a trip. Let me say that. But yeah, and I don't mind saying it. I am Captain Jack with the local Metro Atlanta area fire department. I am the one you do see on TV. And let me tell you something.
Hold on. Did you just hear what he said?
Yes.
You see me on TV.
On me on TV.
So we all know who you is. Yeah. He want his credits.
You already know. And you know, I heard the question, and with respect to that individual, you know, what cubicle, but that cat is getting. From my perspective, I can only speak from the access, and there's a couple of different trains of thought that we're working with here, but in terms of access, it's crazy. And unfortunately, the brothers, a lot of them aren't where they should be, which opens the door wide open. So,
it's you calling some folks out, Captain Jack.
Thank you.
Captain Jack. Hold on, Shay. Hey, if y'all was in the studio right now, Shay just did a backflip, a somersault, and I don't even know what she thought she was young to do all that. I'm just saying right now we need an ambulance, we need help. See, Davis, it's your fault. You should have been here.
Davis, I told you it was another brother out there feeling like I do. The brother in the cubicle got more access on a consistent basis.
I think both y'all need help. I think both y'all need Jesus.
Listen, is Captain Jack in the entertainment business? If you're not in the entertainment business, you can't even see what I'm talking about.
No, but he's
well, I don't know. Captain Jack be on stage too, and he get hot.
I'm listening.
Let me tell you, here's the different component that I bring to the table, and I'm coming at you from a marriage perspective. I'm happily married, but it still doesn't stop the young ladies out there from feasting their eyes on what they want to see. Now, on top of the fact that I'm a public servant, I'm also in a lot of people's eyes. They see me as I call myself a B level, not an A list, but a B list celebrity. So I get recognized by folks all over the city. Now, all things considered, they see me on TV. They see me talking well. The uniform represents stability. They see someone that, hey, you know what? This cat, he looks all right. So if you got just that a little bit going on, or he's articulate, he speaks well, all that is they're just taking all that in. And at the end of the day, they're like, wow, it's coming from a lot of different people. It's not just in the county where I work. It's all over the metro area. I can't go anywhere. And I realize I'm talking about me. I know I'm not that average Joe. But again, from my perspective, the access is ridiculous.
You say
you mentioned a point talking about trust. Trust is huge because my wife expects for me to act like a married man. So I have to be diligent, and I have to be mindful about who I'm talking to, how I'm talking to them, and where I'm talking to them. Because again, folks know me. So if I'm not on the up and up, then I got the answer to that. And I don't know who knows who anywhere. So I have to make sure that I'm above par in terms of how I act. And now, the bottom line, I work for a department. And my job is to represent that department on duty and off duty.
That's right. You got a full-time job. Hold on, Captain. Hold on, Captain Jack.
Can we hold on?
We got to run to a commercial real quick. We want all y'all to stay right there.
Stay put. Just a few minutes.
Get that commercial, man.
Really?
We
got sponsors.
Man, we
got to pay some bills.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
Got to pay some bills.
And I got to keep a show.
Right back. It's Talking Real with the Jay and Shay Show on Love 860.
Right back.
Give us a call at 404-355-8699. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Did you just really say he was?
Baby, I sell Brazilian hair. It's the place to be if you looking for top of the line quality for a price that's guaranteed to fit your budget. My homeboy here got the hookup, I say. One thing about I sell Brazilian hair is we always got hair on hand, so you ain't never got to worry about not being able to purchase some. One thing about this hair, there is absolutely no shedding, people. Look here, we selling hair so good and cheap they want to put it on the menu at McDonald's and Burger King. Y'all gonna be like, yo, let me get a Big Mac combo and order that Malaysian deep wave, I say. We got $75 a bundle for 18 to 28 inches, and anything under 18 inches is cheaper. We got all kind of hair, man. I sell Brazilian hair, even offer financing, baby. Now where they do that at? Right here at 4910 Buena Vista Road, Suite B, or call us at 706-593-4323. If you don't feel like dialing all them numbers, man, *1 hair. I sell Brazilian hair. We love making our people look good. Pew.
All right, we back tonight. Flashback Friday. Cabana, please come out. We're going to have a great time. We're going to do this big. This is going to be like our biggest kicking it night ever. We're going to be there about, 9:30? And I need y'all to come enthusiastic, having fun. Let's just pack out the...
Hold on. The ladies are coming. I'm sorry
hold on.
to tell you.
How you know?
You know
how do you know?
Because first of all, VIP is sold out. All sections.
It's...
And we have...
they come to see me. They come to see me.
Really?
Yeah.
Try it.
Because you think that fireman got it hot. Let me tell you something.
Lord.
I'm in the house tonight.
Are you wearing what you wearing now?
What?
Are you wearing what you wearing now?
Think I ain't what I am.
Oh, Lord.
It's on.
Oh,
it's on. They popping.
Jesus,
I'm just saying.
Anyway, come see us tonight live at Cabana, 4073
4073
the road, Tucker, Georgia.
Let's do this.
We're right in the plaza, right behind that BP on North Lake Mall. Friday. Just cannot wait to see you. We're going to be playing cards and dancing, and then DJ Cowboy and DJ Charlie Mason will be doing a battle.
I think we're going to be on the dance floor.
It's going to be so much fun.
I think y'all want to bring your dancing shoes.
All right. You brought your shoes?
You ready to play some cards? I'm coming ready. I
ready
always come ready.
Get your drink on.
What?
So hookah and heels. Can't wait. Let's go.
Do this. Let's
All
do
right.
this.
Well, let's get back to our callers.
Yeah, we can't hold y'all off. We can't. We're going to go right back to y'all. Just when I left, Shay said that the fireman is cute. So hope your wife don't get mad. Shay said you hot, player.
I just said.
What? Oh, don't start stuttering.
I just said he's attractive. Yeah.
I mean, you let the man know because he's a public servant. Yeah. We definitely want to say hats off to you for all that you do because we do believe in the community. And again, even though we pick and we play about the hotness, what you do is definitely necessary. Regardless of how hot you is on TV, trying to act like you Baywatch and all that, I feel like, I can hold it down myself while you tripping, player.
You know what?
But I really do appreciate what I really do. I really appreciate what you do because, again, you do save lives, and your job is very important, for real.
Well, man, I tell you, I appreciate that. Yes, sir. I do too.
That too, player.
Because it's real. It's real. Because most men can't.
It goes the wrong way.
Yeah, most men can't be honest and give you that truth. But truthfully, what you do is heroic. It really is. And you don't always get your props. So I want to give it to you without having to save a life. Before you save a life, thank you.
And you know what? I want to go back with that, Jay. Like, I think that's why I say the man in the cubicle in my stance is what it is because I think a lot of respect should go out to these men who are out there putting their lives on the line or who are out there on the streets, with the jobs that they have, whatever that may be. I think the ones who are sacrificing their nights and their image and maintaining that good image, I think they don't get recognized enough. And it's the guy in the background that you're not seeing at work with your wife that has more access.
Oh, so you right back at it, boy. He don't let it go, do it.
Right back.
Not stopping me. I feel like, hey, respect to the player right there on the phone, man. Captain Jack, what's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's a part of it too, because again, when they look at that firefighter, that police officer, that military person in uniform, man, I've seen it. I've been doing this I've been a firefighter. Actually, tomorrow will be 21 years with my department, but I've been around this all my life, and I've seen it. And I see, we're talking about the ladies. I've seen how these women, they act and how they just admire what we do in the face of danger, risking our lives. And again, no disrespect to my man in the cubicle, but it's something about that action in the street, that action on the front line, that action right when you're looking, death down the throat sometimes. Man, it does something to them. It drives them absolutely crazy. So, again, from an access point of view, it's just all over the spectrum. And with all the other different factors, think about it. You have women that are running Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, coaching basketball teams, coaching baseball teams, homeowners associations, CEOs, fire chiefs, you name it, women are doing their thing. And that's what's there. And then we're in Atlanta. We're not talking about Colorado. We're not even talking about Southern California where I was born and raised. We're talking about Atlanta, Georgia, the chocolate city of the South. They are everywhere in any shape, size of color, dialect, hairstyle, whatever you like is here. So it's a lot of things that are working in the favor of the single guy. And the other components about the other brothers chasing after one another and being in jail and being caught up in the system and so forth and so on, those are all factors that kind of boost the numbers up and kind of sway them a little bit to that of single brothers.
80,000 single women. That's all I'm going to say.
That number sounds high, but the question I would have is if you were single, because I know you're married, and I don't mean no disrespect to your wife at all, and I want y'all to stay happy. Could you hold your position and you think she would trust you if you were single doing what you do now in the limelight?
Brother, if I was single doing what I do, it'd be hard trust would be a difficult subject, honestly, because so much is coming at you. And again, you're single. Now, all things considered with image and what you're trying to project and the positive black man and not being a womanizer and so forth and so on, all those things considered, it'd be real tough because you got too much coming at you at one time.
Okay, I'm going to throw that same question at C. Davis. C. Davis, you still there? Lord, I lost my comedian.
He got.
Okay, there you go. C. Davis. I'm gonna throw the same.
Write me off.
No, I wouldn't write you off just that quick, dog. You got no love for me either. I'll throw the same question at you. If you were single, I know you're in a relationship, and no disrespect to you and your girl, but if you were single and in what all you deal with, do you think she can trust you? would trust be an issue?
Well, that's why I've been single for so long, man. Because not that I'm not. No, wait a minute.
And he being real now. Listen now.
I'm not trustworthy. It's just that women see or know or think the attention is uncontrollable and I can't control myself, and that's not the case. That's why I was saying earlier that when you get older, you get wiser in everything you do, especially in a relationship. So now I'm not all about how much I can get. I'm all about that quality, not that quantity, man. So that's where I am in my life. So if they would have caught me back in the day, I would definitely say, no, I wasn't trustworthy. But if you catch me now where it's not all about, the numbers, it's about that quality, then, yeah, I'm definitely trustworthy, man. I think that's what being a man is. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather said being a man is not how many women you can get, but sticking with that one through the thick and thin, because you have to do things sometimes that you don't want to.
Well, thank you for bringing that. Yep. Thank you for bringing that, because I like that. It's a good quality of a man. That I like that you brought that out, because I feel like that gets you by more so than the jealousy and the fact of what you do, because it shouldn't matter about your profession. It should matter about you, what substance you have. Because if I'm a good man and I'm not trying to cheat on you, what does it matter what I do?
Right.
But I want to hear from others, because Shay feels differently.
I did not say I felt differently.
Oh, no, don't go stutter.
What I wanted to throw to the men, because we have great gentlemen on the line, is I was a prior military wife, and I saw a lot while the men were away in the field, as we would say, and there were a lot of relationships that were broken because of the amount of people that were throwing themselves at the military men on a regular basis. So my question to both our Captain Jack and C. Davis, as well as our parents who called in as well, is have you seen relationships that didn't make it because of the status quo that you guys deal with? Have you seen where they just didn't make it, whether it was wife or long-term relationship, it fell apart because of the trust issue? Or did somebody get caught up? I know one of my military wives got sent home because she got caught in the back of a taxi cab with somebody else. But anyway, that's another one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Shay, you went on a tangent, because if you really think about it, that happens regardless of uniform.
No, but it's a lot more. It's a lot more.
That's what's happening today. But that's why we're trying to talk about it, because a lot is going on. And we're trying to reflect. But I don't want to take it away from you gentlemen. Please answer, because we need a dialogue, because we want to make change to what's going on.
Man, he could have a McDonald's uniform on.
Did he say Really? Hey, I like a Big Mac while you're playing.
Y'all went a little bit deeper. Like, y'all turned the thermometer up in here while we got, the real talk show.
We are talking real with Jay and Shay.
For the imperfect.
That's what's happening. Like, when that trust is broken, no matter a uniform or, cubicle, whatever, when that trust is broken with that woman, legit, that's an uphill battle. Like, it's trying to climb a rope on a grease sliding down. It's difficult. And then that trust not only...
Did you say...
We're going to trip on that analogy a little later.
Now, let's get that right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go back to that analogy. I don't want to go with that a little later.
Grease? What you doing? Are you trying to get slippery? Chicken grease? What you doing, player?
No matter what you do, and no matter how much you try your best to climb up and dig yourself out that hole, she gonna look back and just remind you of some stuff you did 5 years ago, a year ago, 3 weeks ago. You just apologized. Like, it's difficult to get back when that trust is gone, is what I'm saying.
Now, I agree with you, but one thing I have to mention, though, if you mention how it's hard to get back on, let's learn and not lose it. Because, again, we got to grow. And the number one thing is bad decisions causes them to lose it. So I want to take a reflection back at ourselves, because, again, if we got to climb up a rope with some grease, which don't make a whole lot of sense, let's choose to do better. I know, man. I'm just using you get it. You grease, and I said, man, you like to be slick and sliding. What you?
Y'all ain't never
You a little freak.
And it be slippery rope, and you ain't going to work on
look, I tell you like this. In a similar phrase, it can be a slippery slope. And real talk, that's why the divorce rate in public safety circles, firefighters, police officers, those that serve in the military, is high because of the attention. And not everybody can deal with that. Not everybody can handle that. And trust is a big issue. And I'm going to take kind of my component out of it, the high-profile part of it, and just deal with it just with your normal Joe Blow firefighter or police officer. They come across a lot. And, working in a law enforcement capacity, sometimes there are compromises, there are proposals, there are situations that, if you're not strong enough to be able to handle that, you find yourself getting caught up in some stuff. And
Shay said, what kind of proposals?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Shay said, what kind of proposals?
Well, I should say proposals. I should say propositions.
Oh, that's even worse. Propositions.
You get all kind of propositions and proposals too. But you got to remember, women. The one thing about women is they have great memories. And if you find yourself in a situation where she just so happens to catch you in a situation, makeup is a mother, because you got to rebuild that trust. So you out here buying rings and cutting grass and doing all this other stuff to try to make up for what it is that you messed up on. And it can just be a really hard thing. You should be cutting your grass anyway, but that other stuff,
I was wondering about that one.
Stuff, that stuff above and beyond what you would normally do, you find yourself in. And then it gets to a point where it's just unbearable. Hey, I'm not going to do this. You got me running around here. And, won't you just trust me? Well, I can't trust you right now. And then relationships start to break up. So,
Captain Jack.
Yes, sir.
Captain Jack. I'm going to agree with you 110%, man. So I'm going to put this question on Shay. All right, question on Shay. Let's go. Since she is the woman representing all women on this call, right?
Ladies, call me at 404-355-5866.
She going for the helpline.
It's too late. Shay.
Yes, dear.
Why can't women forgive? You ain't got to forget, but forgive and truly forgive when you say you're going to forgive, and not throw stuff up from 5 years ago that you're still mad at. All right, that's part. It's about a 3-part question. That's part number one.
Boom.
Now you better give it to me one at a time. I got ADD like a mug. You better start with one question at a time.
Yeah, it's 5 people trying to talk at one time.
Yeah, she elderly.
When I can. All right.
Yeah, she elderly.
Part B to the question is, when a man asks a woman what's wrong, why can't y'all just tell him what's wrong? Why does it have to be a guessing game? Why we got to wait 2 weeks before we find out what the hell we did 2 weeks ago?
Did he just call you out? Did he just call you out?
So we gonna leave it on them too, Shay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm sitting back listening.
First of all.
Neck popping.
Yes, my neck is popping.
You need to keep it straight.
Now,
watch
us live.
Your brain ain't working.
Anyway, if y'all would stop doing what caused us to mistrust you in the first place, we would not keep throwing up what you did 5 years ago if you wasn't still doing it.
Paul, Shay.
Is that the best you gonna come up with?
Exactly.
I mean, really? I mean, did you rehearse that? It sure wasn't scripted. Really?
I'm just saying, if you start doing some things differently and you didn't give me a reason to mistrust, if I caught you up in some stuff and I saw a pattern that you did when you were doing that particular thing, let's just throw it out there. I caught you cheating, I caught you texting, I caught you talking to someone else, and some stuff went down and you said, hey, this will happen, I forgave you. But at that time when you did it, I noticed you was changing your drawers. I noticed you was putting on cologne. I know you was staying out a little late. So if I see that 4 years later, all of a sudden I see you changing your drawers again, and I see you putting some new cologne on again, and I see you doing...
Hold on. Somebody got to help me here.
I'm just saying.
Help me with your narrative. What the...
Any man that dates you can't change his drawers.
Wow.
He better stay in them same drawers.
Did she just say he need to stay in the same drawers? Did you really say that?
He better stay in the same type drawers and not be putting on nothing. Now, I didn't say stay in the same particular ones. I do need you to change your drawers. What I'm saying is, you've been wearing boxers all this time. Now, all of a sudden, you want to break out in some briefs.
Hey, look, hey, this is why we know y'all the CIA. When they got a set passcode on their phone, it's not because we think we doing something. It's because we're scared of y'all. Like, y'all start looking at dumb text.
No. Please.
Nothing. In the car when we drive into the mall or something, you just look at me for no reason.
Okay, because all of a sudden I see you on your phone more. All of a sudden you doing a whole lot of texting. You on Facebook, you on Instagram, you just liking. You change your pattern up, and so now I'm mistrusting you again because I'm thinking, oh, he back at that bull-ish again. But in the meantime, we gotta take a break. We'll be right back.
We gotta take a break. But did you
hold
not?
on? Just time out. Fellas, if you can stay with us for just one more break, we'll be right back. We are loving this conversation because I'm going to let you have it just like it is. And I'm C. Davis. I'll be back at you in a minute. Hold on.
Head snapping.
Talking real with the Shay and Shay Show
on
Love 860.
You got issues.
404-355-8699. We'll be right back.
What's happening, baby? Ladies, ain't too tired of hearing dudes make excuses why they can't last long in bed? The days of the little blue pill is over. That's right. Gorilla Triple X is the new sensation that got everybody going crazy. This little gold pill is responsible for saving thousands of relationships. Ladies, don't go buy your man what he want for his birthday. Buy him what he need. A bottle of Gorilla Triple X. Look here. They stronger than Viagra. They last longer than Cialis. By the time your man finishes with you, your legs gonna be shaking like a hoopty with bad gas in it, I say. He gonna make you go from walking knock-kneed to walking bow-legged. You feel me? Fellas, don't let your ego keep making you feel like a little chimp. Take one of these Gorilla Triple X and become the gorilla you know you is, man. We even got deals on them. 2 for 10, 4 for 15, 6 for 21, and 12 of them for only $35, man. Call your boy Head right now. 706-593-4323. Gorilla Triple X. Stop making excuses and start making us say, baby, you about to kill me up in this thing.
Money.
Really?
Yes.
I'm
have my
gonna
money.
get thrown off the air. I already know it. Welcome back. We got the Punta Cana trip coming up.
Well, are you losing weight or what? Because, you know, I'm about to be fine in Punta Cana.
Are you?
Yes.
May 21st. You sticking to that diet?
I've been working out. I've got that Zumba
that's
going on,
that's
that yoga. I've been in the water doing that aqua.
You know, because there's a lot of things going on in the Punta Cana. So we got the pool party, the white party, and a black affair. So again, I hope y'all went online and definitely already booked.
We'll be there.
Because that's Memorial Day weekend. It gives y'all one more thing to be doing.
We're trying to make sure you know we're out here with you. We want to see you. We want to party with you. We want to have a good time. And it's all about the fun. It's all about getting out there doing it all.
And just like that commercial, we want to see if your leg going to shake like a hoopty with bad gas.
Time out.
It's booty count.
No.
I want to see if they're going to shake it.
No. We got some great stuff going on right now.
Oh, we going back to that.
Dynasty agreed with me.
You know something? You know, Dynasty just agreed because she's a female.
She is a female. You know, At least I have some backup
very young female.
See, first of all, y'all are
very
simple.
young.
But the point is,
but
y'all
she
are
also
very
said if he changed up his lifestyle.
But that's a lifestyle change.
Not his draws.
Yes.
She was like, yes, he can change them. I mean, she really don't care. I mean, she prefer. She don't want to see nothing extra.
Dear, you are very.
See, you all right, my book girl.
You come home, you do the same thing every day, and now all of a sudden I see you getting up and you doing something different. And then, like he said, now I'm throwing it back up at you 5 years ago because in my mind I'm thinking, he changed his drawers.
5 years, you ain't known me 5 years.
So
again, it's not about me and looking at me. Right, but back to what you ain't forgiving and forgetting. That's what he want to ask you.
I do forgive.
No, you didn't.
But
Because
I
you
ain't
said
gonna
you forgive.
If you still bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up if you look like it, smell like a duck, walk like a duck. It's a duck.
Sweetie, you can smell like a duck and look like a duck, but if you forgive and you let go, then why are you repeating to bring it back up?
Why he repeating? He must be doing something.
Hold on. You said he must be, but you guessing now because you don't know. Because people can bring things up just because they remember.
You know what? I think this is. I don't know, fellas. I think y'all gonna leave me hanging on this one.
Why would we do that?
I think we see a lot more divorce in the time that we're in right now, because I don't think we really get the love that we're looking for in some of the things that we do. And I don't think it's as appreciated as much now, because I think the jobs or the sacrifices that some men have to make now, it comes at a certain restriction of how we are able to communicate with the people that we're with. And when they don't forgive us for some of the things that we do, and they keep bringing it up, and any change to us, it feels like we're walking on eggshells. And now they trust. I almost don't even want you to trust me no more, because you don't even appreciate the kind of man I am. I made a mistake, but you're not forgiving me. You keep bringing it back up. You treating me like I'm in shackles, and then you're surprised why I don't end up in handcuffs. I think because we've lost sight of that unconditional love. Because 1 Corinthians 13 says, love is patient, love is kind, love is forgiving. Love holds no record of wrongdoing.
Ooh,
because
Shay.
once I was a child, I thought as a child. Once I became I put away childish things. So does it mean women are a little bit more childish, that they won't forget because of some things they went through when they were younger? I'm sorry, I didn't know to mean to go that far, but hey, y'all holler at me, man.
Well, I'm gonna go with one thing when I keep hearing forgiveness. Please understand, when you do something wrong, they do not have to forgive. They can just move on. My number one thing I would tell anybody that wrong anybody is to make change. I hear people tell me all the time, I'm sorry. Okay, that word does not change what you did to me. But if you change your life because of what you did to me and you don't do it to another, I will accept that better than you just telling me what you are. Because a sorry individual can tend to do the same. And that's what typically happens. But if you truly make a mistake, and I believe it happens because we are imperfect. That's why this show is for the imperfect. But if you can make correction and make change to your life because of the mistakes that you made, then that is God-given. Because he made us imperfect. Right. But that don't mean we need to stay imperfect. Right. We can walk in his order and make change. And that's what I want to bring light to today, not continuing to do what we've been doing.
I respect that too. But here's the problem, Jay.
I respect that all day.
Go ahead.
Ladies, if you say you forgive the man, then forgive him. If you don't, then leave him alone. And don't sit there and torture yourself or him for 2-3 years about something that happened so long ago. That's all I'm saying. If you mad about that situation and you don't think you truly can forgive him or trust him, go on about your business. Start over with somebody else and do it like that. Save both of you guys some heartache if y'all not married. Now, if you're married, you got to hang on in there and make that thing happen. All right? I'm saying don't be pouting for months about something that happened so long ago if you truly said that you forgive that person. All right? You get up in the morning, you making eggs and breakfast, and you only made one egg, and now I get up, I can't get no egg because you mad about something that happened. I'm hungry. You see what I'm saying? I'm hungry, man. So I'm talking about food because I'm hungry right now, man. You got to forgive me, bro.
Yeah, we know you're a comedian, but that really?
I'm saying they be holding out in both. When they mad, they be holding out on the food is what I'm saying.
Yeah, not just the food though, brother. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Keep it clean, fellas. Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Hey, you forgive me. Hey, don't be trying to hold out on the food and and the food, man. Come on, we can't hold out on paying the bills.
Right.
Oh, we can hold out on the food if you don't act right.
Well, I
now see when y'all doing that. Now y'all both know y'all playing, right? That's playing.
That's what I be saying.
Well, look. Speaking of which, speaking of food, here's some food for thought. You're talking about the women being forgiven and not carrying stuff. That whole cheating thing, if we're using that as an example, goes both ways. So let me ask you, as brothers, how forgiving are you of the female?
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Gets caught up.
Wait a minute, bro.
No. I'm just putting it out there. We can't be hypocritical about it. I'm just posing a question because, and the reason why I say that is because I've seen some brothers, man, that have been absolutely relentless in that area. I mean, and I say that to say that if they catch their girl or their woman cheating, that's it. They're out. They're not talking about it. They're not discussing it. They're not going to be bringing it up 3 and 4 years because they're going to be gone.
No,
So I just want to get your perspective on based on your experience and the cats that you know. What have you seen as it relates to the whole forgiveness thing and hanging in there and riding this thing out?
Well,
because it is, it does go both ways.
I'm gonna let others go ahead and chime in first.
Captain Jay.
Yes, sir.
That's my point. That's what I said earlier. That if you're going to forgive, then forgive. If you're not, then go on about your business. Now, men, we won't. Like, it hurt us to our soul, so it's over right then, right there. I respect that. He's not going to drag it out. He's not going to sit there and continue to drag her in that situation. Right. So I'm saying that women need to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you act like that and you don't think you can really forgive that brother, then go on about your business. Don't drag it out.
See, Davis, I knew I wasn't alone. I salute you too, bro. Good looking, man.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I see y'all doing all this high fiving.
I'm gonna be real with y'all because I hear what C. Davis said and Jamal. I mean, I'm going to tell you straight up.
Paris.
Listen, I hear it all the time, and it's easy. And normally they tell it this because of the fact that they see them cheating and they're out. But I've been with men that really love their women, and when they found out, they was devastated, and they was quick to tell me how they wasn't gonna stay. But when you truly love a person, you can say whatever you want to say because right now you ain't feeling that pain. Right. I was with them, and I'm gonna tell you something. As quick as they told me they would leave, they didn't. They tried to find out every reason why, because it hurt that bad. So I don't want to devastate nobody, but please understand, it's easy to say it, but when you truly love somebody, and men are quick to say we are out, but I'm going to tell you, it is hard, and you do think about it. It's even when you say you out and you walk out that door, you almost waiting to see if she still calls. It hurts. So let's be real and quit playing. Okay. Because it's easy to say that. But what I'm trying to say is let's stop playing. That's the biggest problem of the day is because women really do think men is just out so quickly. But, yeah, I've seen different. That doesn't matter. Let's stop doing what we're doing because our children are being affected. And that's why they have a hard time accepting responsibility in relationships because we ain't showing them no better. That's why I got this conversation going because our dialogue is about doing better, not continuing and saying, I'm out if my woman do this and my woman do that. What are we really teaching our kids? Because now if something ever happened, we give up.
Jay, hold on, bro. I think you said the wrong way. What we're saying is you rather them kids stay. You rather stay with that woman and allow your kids to see both y'all go through hell.
Well, hold on. Now, I would never. Hold on. I won't just say what somebody should need to stay through because, truthfully, I think we give up so quickly on everything. You can get cussed out and you can just quit. I don't want to see people just quit. I feel like sometimes we are raised so crazy today that we need something like counseling. We need our family. We need to quickly remove ourselves from a situation and take time to understand we're not perfect. But you got people telling you what to do. That's outside influences. You need to understand what you have. If you put God first and you chose her with a heart that loves and you so quick to give up, then I question what did you even get into? Because that's the problem of today. Because, again, sometimes we chase the flesh and not the spirit. You got to look past just the flesh because you're trying to get married.
Okay. Hold on, Pastor.
I wasn't trying to pastor. I'm just saying when it comes to the plan. But I'm backed up. Go ahead.
I see we taking this thing out, we're cutting the onion, and we peeling it layer by layer, because this conversation went, okay. So let me holler at you on this level then.
Holler.
First things first, we simply say, if you say forgive, forgive. If not, then be gone.
True.
It's not that we're saying that all men are running away because we so stuck ahead. I ain't saying none of that, but I will say this. There are some men that love their women truthfully, and yes, they have a problem with cheating.
Yes.
But I also think if you truly love a person and you can forgive, I'm not saying, hey, bro, keep cheating on her when she forgives you, but I'm saying if you recognize something there, then will you be willing to forgive me past your pain and maybe push a little deeper and see there's an underlying issue that I never really spoke about and I don't know how to communicate it because sex is the only... I mean, we could take it there, too. But I'm not saying the brothers are just out there by themselves. I'm just saying forgive me because that's what love is. Love isn't walking away when you just can't do it. Love is fighting through it when you just, baby, I know it's a little hard right now and I know you're angry, but can you love me like I'm willing to love you? Because, Jay, I ain't going to flex. There have been many times I got into it with a little chick or, whatever. And I wish that she would have called me and said, baby, let's work it out. I would have loved her 10 times more because it's like, baby, maybe you might be willing to see past my, my pushing you away because I really care about you phase because this is how I really know how to love. Hey, some brothers cheat because they don't know nothing else. They look at that as a sign of love and manhood. So before you judge us, get to know us past your anger and forgive us.
Ooh. I like
that.
That's deep.
And that's what we were saying earlier. I think you took it the wrong way.
No. It's a dialogue. No, this is a dialogue.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is a dialogue. I want the conversation now.
Okay. I just wanted to clear it up. Now, that's all I'm saying. That like the brother said, man, we want, if you're going to forgive us, then forgive us. Don't torture the brother off of something he did. What if Jesus did that to the church?
Ooh.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah, you went deep on that one.
What if Jesus did that to the church? So everybody did some dirt some way, somehow. Everybody sinned. So I think if you're going to forgive somebody, forgive them and move on. That don't mean throw that back up in 3 months, man.
I agree.
I think that drives brothers more crazy than anything. Like,
because they good by the word that you study. Forgive. 1 Corinthians 13, love is to forgive. And there is nothing greater than love. So if you're not going to love me the right way and you want to back out, then back out. Don't waste my time. Let me find a real woman that can love me past the crap you see to get to see the treasure she has. Hey, Jay, y'all.
Oh, go. No, don't stop now. Don't play. Because this is all about the dialogue. Before I can get people to reflect. Again, we're not judging, we're helping. Because a lot of things going on to society today, and if no one hears this, then it's going to continue. I mean, because we can't get nobody to change. But when they see what's going on and hear it, they might reflect. So
where my ladies at?
Hold on. I don't know. But hold on. Ladies, please call in. Give them the number because we got to go to commercial.
355-8699. So far, guys, if you can't stay with us, great. If you can't, I understand.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
really appreciate you for joining us for this first hour. 404-355-8699. But I know the fillers are having
a field day.
I mean, y'all
stay there,
good.
y'all. We'll be right back. We're going to be
right
back.
It's Talking Real with Jay and Shay on Love 860.
Wow, what's happening, baby? I sell Brazilian hair's the place to be if you looking for top of the line quality for a price that's guaranteed to fit your budget. My homeboy here got the hookup, I say. One thing about I sell Brazilian hair is we always got hair on hand, so you ain't never got to worry about not being able to purchase some. One thing about this hair, there is absolutely no shedding, people. Look here, we selling hair so good and cheap they want to put it on the menu at McDonald's and Burger King. Y'all gonna be like, yo, let me get a Big Mac combo and order that Malaysian deep wave, I say. We got $75 a bundle for 18 to 28 inches, and anything under 18 inches is cheaper. We got all kind of hair, man. I sell Brazilian hair, even offer financing, baby. Now where they do that at? Right here at 4910 Buena Vista Road, Suite That's at 706-593-4323. If you don't feel like dialing all them numbers, man, *1 hair. I say Brazilian hair. We love making our people look good. Pew.
860 AM WAEC Atlanta.
Talk radio that matters to you. This is Atlanta's all-new inspirational talk radio. Love 8.
All right. We back. Flashback Friday tonight. Again, 9:30. We're going to be in the house playing cards. Bring your dancing shoes. We going to do this. I'm telling you, I got to remind y'all again before this is over with, because this night is going to be a great night. So everybody in the ATL, come out there to us. Flashback Friday at the Copacabana. I don't know where that came from, but with Copacabana, 4073 La Vista Road, Tucker, Georgia. Please come on out there and have some fun with us live. But we can sit down and we can actually talk one-on-one, and we can do a little bit more interaction.
C. Davis had to leave us.
Oh, no.
He says he's out. He's got an 8 o'clock show.
Well,
I appreciate him joining us today and calling in. Really, really, really appreciate your conversation. Can't wait till you're back in the studio, man. We miss you. And we will have to say goodbye to Paris as well. We have our Real Talk Relationships Curtis coming up, and I want to keep Captain Jack if he's still here. Paris, we love you. Can't wait to hear from you again. See you next week. Kurt, you there?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
we
sir.
Hear you.
Yes, sir. Captain Jack, are you gone?
I'm still here.
Awesome.
More.
Kurt from Real, go ahead and tell us about your group real quick, because I know you have a passion for this as well.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Kurt Scallions. I have a relationship talk forum on Facebook called Real Talk About Relationships. RTAR affectionately is known as. We've been around about 7 or 8 years. We do relationship events and sometimes just hang out, connecting events. We've actually done events in different cities around the country and looking to do some exciting things coming up.
Awesome. Well, tell us, Kurt, do you want to talk to us about our topic, or you want to tell us what's going on at RTAR this week?
Actually, I kind of piggyback off of your topic.
Lovely.
I hate to use the word stole your topic, but I kind of framed it yesterday after we talked, and it's been going on in RTAR ever since yesterday.
Awesome.
So we can roll with that.
Okay, so what is RTAR saying? Are they agreeing?
It's kind of split up. I'm kind of I like to provoke a little thought, when I post something more so than just, put it out there. So anyway, we did get a lot of feedback about, the down low guys, the gay guys. Right.
Oh, what? What did they do?
What happened?
Okay, go ahead.
Say that again.
Okay, and I know that factor exists, but to be honest, number one, let me say there are gay people, and not saying anything negative about them, but there's gay people in pretty much every city in America. There's significant gay communities in pretty much every major city in America, and the down low thing isn't exclusive to Atlanta. So to be honest, I guess it's branching out a little bit, but not really, because to a degree, I feel like that to a degree, sometimes, sisters kind of use that whole, I know it's significant, but I think sometimes they use it as a crutch or to kind of
a crutch? What kind of crutch they got?
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, I'm kind of being single because there's all these down low and gay guys out here.
That's what I hear from the women. I do. Let alone a lot of us incarcerated and the rest, but.
It happens, but
I always thought it was just an excuse.
You think it's an excuse?
I roll
really?
in a lot of different circles in Atlanta, and I see a lot of, straight guys with their head on straight looking for a woman. I mean, from church to different places I've worked.
I was going to say, where they at? Because I got a lot of single friends.
So what you trying to say over there, Shay?
I'm saying that I got a lot of single, nice, professional women.
And you saying that what? It ain't
and
enough
it's
good men?
hard to find a good man out here that's not having to tell us he is talking to 2 or 3 other people. I mean, I will say the game has definitely changed.
Okay, there
where
you go.
People have, before people were kind of being a little secretive about they was talking to 2 or 3 women, but now it is such an abundance of women who are talking to men that the men have changed the game. They's like, hey, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm letting you know you number 3, 4, and 5. They don't even hide it anymore.
So they don't
before,
hide it. So basically, somebody's accepting them.
That's my point. We are ended up accepting it because at this point, you have no other choice for some of those who feel that way. I feel that I don't care what the number is. If I write my thing out and I choose to express and say, I'm waiting on my person to come, or I don't care what the number is. What God has for you and what He is establishing, and the person that He's sending you, it won't matter if it's 80,000 or 50,000 or 150,000. If you are walking in that order and you put out there what you're looking for, He will send him. He will send that man.
So
so you don't have to accept it, but more people do accept it because they are sick of going to the club by themselves, going to the comedy clubs, going to events. There's so many events going on tonight, and do you know the majority of them will be women who will go together to events because they're sick of sitting at home looking at everybody else on the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter go out, and they don't have a date. So they're just going with each other. So at some point, they are accepting 2 or 3 other men or women, etc. So,
And what?
I'm just saying.
Oh, you know we keep it real here. This is the imperfect. Just letting you know. Go ahead. This right here
I'm listening.
is a good conversation, but Shay,
men got awfully quiet.
I don't want to take it away from them.
Men got awfully quiet. That's all I'm saying.
I was just listening. I thought somebody was getting ready to.
No, we're gonna let you go ahead and have it because we gonna let you elaborate. I'm gonna come back with this one.
Captain Jack, you awfully quiet.
I mean,
Kurt, you awfully quiet.
I'm just listening right now. I'm just listening. But okay. Okay, are we on?
Hold on.
Are we on?
Hold on with the volume, because. Hang on 1 second. We got
What'd
it.
you say?
We good?
Both of them.
All right,
there?
y'all still there?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we had a little technical difficulty here for a second, but go ahead and talk.
Okay. I piggyback off of what Shay said. Basically, don't let the numbers sway you. Don't let the numbers discourage you. Basically, what God has for you is for you. And I know there's some people that say they're tired of hearing. I won't, but I can name at least 3 females in the past maybe 3 years that have told me over the years that they have been. I like to post encouraging posts and such, so I may post something to that effect. I have posted things to that effect, like, despite what it looks like, or despite how many bad relationships you've had, or how, what God has for you. And they'll come on and say, are you sure? Because I've been waiting X amount of time, and it doesn't look good, and I'm tired of waiting. Are you sure God has something? What if God meant for me to be alone? Well, the Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. And that's not God's desire for you. So, and the Bible also says that if you delight yourself in the Lord, He'll give you desires of your heart. But I can name at least 3. I can name at least 3 females that have literally told me that, how discouraged they were about finding a man, about waiting for a man, the question whether or not God really had somebody for them if they waited. And this year, either they're married or engaged. So it is possible. I just wanted to encourage, somebody, let them know, despite the numbers, don't play into the numbers, despite the numbers, there is somebody for you if that's what you want. And if you pray and diligently wait, and prepare yourself while you wait. I'm not trying to preach, it's just...
It sounds like it, but go ahead. I'm liking it.
I'm like my man on Coming to America. Now you know I didn't come here to preach.
Well, regardless of how you came, go ahead and deliver. Right. Sound like you work for UPS. Deliver that package. Quit playing.
So yeah. I mean, despite how I look, if that's what God promised you, and while you're waiting, if you think about it in the Bible, every miracle Jesus created for somebody, every miracle Jesus did, he first asked them to do something, as an act of faith. Sometimes we say, God, send me a man. God, send me a man. God, I want to make. God, I'm tired of it all. And that's okay. But, what are you willing to do as an act of faith? Jesus said, well, hey, come to me. Hey, remove the stone. Hey, every time somebody asks you, Jesus, can you raise Lazarus from the dead? Well, show me where he lay. Remove the stone. He gave them something to do. So a lot of times while we're waiting, there are things that God wants us to do. And a lot of times that entails working on yourself and preparing yourself for what he's about to bring into your life. You know what I mean? If you pray for a new Bentley, God might say, go ahead and build you a nice garage, that's an act of faith. That's just hypothetical. So it's like start getting yourself prepared for the type of man that you want to have in your life. The quality man is not going to look for a woman that is not quality.
I would like to say that a lot of times we are impatient. So
exactly.
And when they hear the numbers, now see, that's why I want people to stop hearing all this extra, because they hear the numbers, they hear there's a lot of men locked up and there's a lot of men on the down low, and Atlanta just got more women than anything else. It put that mindset, and that's why I feel like the media is just pumping it, and we need to back up, because regardless of how many women out there to men, you still should not compromise your faith and your belief. So if you keep your faith and belief, it shouldn't matter how many women in Atlanta. You should wait for what he has for you. And it takes patience because, again, you see different ones, everybody else happy and you're not. Because you put yourself back in what you used to be. You need to be changing and revolving for better. And it's easy to run after and see what's going on, but that's not what you want. You see a lot of failed relationships. That's not what you want. So why are you running after what you don't want? Take your time.
Right.
Get yourself right, because truthfully, what you've been through is what he put you through to deliver you and catapult you for higher and bigger things. That's that exposure. But yet you want what you see. He has more for you than what your eyes can hold. But yet you still want what you see. And that's why we're not going to get what he has for you. You get what you deserve. Let's stop playing around and get more out of life than what you see. Because everybody that gets what you want didn't see it. Because I didn't see myself in this studio a year ago. But I'm here now. And I will always tell you, God led me. Because a spiritual woman brought me to something that I didn't see. And I'm enjoying the journey. Because, again, when you walk with him, it's an enjoyable walk. But when you try to do it yourself, it can be very lonely. And that's why you hear that lonely at the top, because it wasn't meant for you to do it alone. But it's not saying what you can't do, because we are driven and we are strong.
Exactly. I agree. And not everybody is for everybody. There's a lot of beautiful, let's say there is 80,000 more women than there are available single women than there are men in Atlanta. Me personally, probably there's a great, I can't even say what percentage, but and I've grown to this place, but there's a great deal of those women that are beautiful. They could be drop dead gorgeous that I wouldn't even want. Because a lot of people base their dating, they base their attraction on physical appearance. Now, don't get me wrong, physical appearance is important, and I do. Yeah, and that is important. And I enjoy having a head turner when I walk in the room, having somebody with me that can turn heads. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, I think a lot of people base the whole essence of the relationship off of that. To me, I couldn't do a drop dead gorgeous woman, but with an evil spirit, or a carnal mind, or just vindictive or bitter spirit. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be like, oh, okay, well, if she's beautiful and the sex is good, then I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I think that we first have to realize what it is that we really want and need in our life, and not compromise is based off physical attraction, based off sex, but based off who we are. We first have to know our own needs. I could see a beautiful little red, make an analogy, of course, I can see a beautiful little red sports car. Now, it may be beautiful. I may like red. It may be beautiful. It may be sexy. However, does it fit the needs that I have in my life? If it's me and 3 kids and a wife, would that fit into my life? Now the same fits when we're dating. A lot of times we know that we want something of substance, but then we get caught up with the physical attraction, or something catches our eye. And although it may not be practical for what we really want, it looks good and it'll feel good for a moment. But the key thing is you have to know what it is that you really need in your life, not just what you want, but what you need. Because regardless of what the numbers are, everybody isn't for everybody.
I agree, Kurt, and I believe you made a really good point, and that is there are several things that are going on, and we notice it in our blog. For most who don't know how we started, we ended up starting on a blog it's probably 2 years ago, and then started getting out here in the community and doing relationship discussion panels, because we noticed that there was a need to talk about the subjects of what was going on. And what I do believe is what you're saying. A lot of times, because there are so many women to one man here, that women felt they needed to, if you notice, and I'm not trying to be funny, before there was no booties, there was not a whole lot of chests, but all of a sudden there's
How far back you going?
Just a few years ago. Now everyone has a booty. Now everyone has a chest. Now everyone has long flowing hair.
But all of it ain't real.
They're competing.
And that's in church, much less the club.
They're competing because they feel like, hey, if I look like Frumpy Dumpy, or if I look like the average girl,
what did you just say? Frumpy
Dumpy, like plain Jane. I don't have a whole bunch of makeup on. I'm just kind of frumpy. My hair's,
so she don't have value.
Short. No.
I'm just
I'm going
picking
somewhere.
and asking.
I'm going somewhere. No, I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
If I'm that girl that doesn't look like the average model that I see on Cosmopolitan, so women are starting to say, well, wait a minute, maybe I'm single because. Then it goes to their own self-esteem. Maybe I'm single because the women that they're looking at have the long flowing hair, and they have a nice backside, and they have nice chests, and they've got the long lashes and nails on. That's who's head turning, as you said, Kurt. So they think they have to make their appearance and their attraction all about it, because otherwise they are sitting at home. Otherwise they're not being spoken to when they're out and about. And I will be the first to tell you, me and my girls, we roll for years, roll deep. And my girl, who always had the banging body and she always had the long flowing hair, guys always approached her. We standing there, we could be there all night, every weekend. Nobody would say anything to me and the other girl, because we weren't wearing a lot of long hair. We wasn't having a whole lot of nails going on. Mm-hmm. We weren't doing anything. We just had our natural self with a little lip gloss on.
Okay, but what was her personality?
Her personality sucked. But she had a banging body, and she actually had a bad attitude. And we ended up even fooling with her, because we didn't want to deal with her attitude of her thinking that she was all of that. But the point was, every weekend we went out, me and the other girl always ended up going by ourselves, because she didn't got picked up. So there you go.
So
I want to carry on this conversation real quick, Jay, but
okay,
hold on, we got to go on a break.
Because our show is about to go in.
Blanking us in,
I was about to go in.
We'll be right back, Kurt. If you can stay with us, we want to carry this in, but I'm just giving y'all the real. I'm talking real. This is the real. Talking Real with Jay and Shay on Love 860. We'll be right back. 404-355-8699.
fine quality for a price that's guaranteed to fit your budget. My homeboy here got the hookup, I say. One thing about I Say Brazilian hair is we always got hair on hand. So you ain't never got to worry about not being able to purchase some. One thing about this hair, there is absolutely no shedding, people. Look here, we selling hair so good and cheap, they want to put it on the menu at McDonald's and Burger King. Y'all gonna be like, yo, let me get a Big Mac combo and order that Malaysian deep wave, I say. We got $75 a bundle for 18 to 28 inches. And anything under 18 inches is cheaper. We got all kind of hair, man. I sell Brazilian hair, even offer financing, baby. Now where they do that at? Right here at 4910 Buena Vista Road, Suite B. Or call us at 706-593-4323. If you don't feel like dialing all them numbers, man, *1 hair. I sell Brazilian hair. We love making our people look good. Pew.
Hedonism 2.
Oh,
Jamaica.
you run right back with that.
Oh, you know, well, hey.
We got King Kunta.
Yeah, I see. I was Hedonism 2. Negril, Jamaica.
Yes.
There's June the 11th. Again, go to the website. Definitely book. We will be there doing our thing. And again, we try to find a lot of fun things to go to and bring people for we can have a great time. Because again, we do this out of love. And your last statement, I really appreciate, because I remember back in the day, just like what you said, the pretty girl and her friends going out and she getting the attention, but she had that real nasty attitude. But what I don't understand is you associate yourself with people other than yourself. And then you wonder why it didn't work out, because to me, you wanted the attention. But you really didn't want what she was doing, because she's not of you. So sometimes we have to choose our friends closely, because everybody don't roll like you. And hang on, because that's what you did. I'm just having fun.
I want to correct you.
Well, correct me.
Yes, the reason
because that was your friend.
Yes,
I wasn't with you. I ain't see you.
I got you, dear. And
well, help me out.
What I'm trying to say is she wasn't always like that.
I didn't know.
She was kind of,
how would I know?
Normal, just like us.
That ain't what you said on the air. Because you know you busted her out, and I hope she's listening.
Okay, that's fine.
Whatever. What's her name? What's her name?
I'm sure she is.
What's her name?
However,
no, go ahead, snitch.
Come on now.
Tell it.
Let me finish the story now.
Was y'all in high school? Was it a couple years ago?
No, it was a few years.
What club was y'all at?
Ago.
I was a bouncer a couple years ago. Was y'all at 112?
No.
I probably seen you. You probably was out there doing your thing. I'm like, I knew you look familiar now.
Bar.
Shark Bar.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't trying to pick up nobody at the Shark Bar.
Shark Bar.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
The Shark Bar that used to be on.
You shouldn't have been mad nobody hollered at you at the Shark Bar.
The Shark Bar used to be on Peachtree.
Oh, okay. I ain't been to that one.
It was next to.
Was it nice?
Chicken and Waffles. It was next to Gladys.
Chicken and Waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should just went next door and got something to eat.
There was also a little margarita house that was around the corner off of Crescent. That was the spot.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, what I'm saying is...
you went to a lot of places.
Oh, we used to hit it. I used to be a Club Kaya. What?
Every week. I could have sworn you was talking about you as a Christian girl. You spent a lot of time in the club.
I already told you. I'm not one to say that I was up
Christian
in there
under construction?
No, I was up in there on Sunday.
You on Sunday?
Uh-huh.
But you was doing your thing on Saturday.
Yes, and I got busted one time because...
By who?
By Bishop himself. Because I had my Cadillac.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Bishop?
Yeah.
Caught you?
Yeah.
While you were slipping?
Yeah, because
in the club.
What had happened
Hold on, what Bishop doing in the club with you?
First of all, he came in there and got me.
Ooh.
The reason why is because
all I know is you can't hold water.
I
just want you to know that.
In the front of Club Kaya. And at the back of the plate,
Cadillac.
It said, the Cadillac. Yeah, I had
You had special plates on it?
Yeah, it said Jetting 2.
Jetting 2?
Yeah. So everybody knew that was my... And then I kind of messed up because I put the New Birth flag on top of the car.
So you had a... Wait a minute. You letting everybody know every... See, I'm going to tell y'all right now. See, this right here is totally embarrassing. You didn't supposed to tell that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I put the mega church flag on top of the car in the park in the
Special.
VIP. And so they kind of walked in and said, what you doing?
You let the bishop come in and embarrass you.
Well,
and you wonder why ain't nobody trying to talk to you.
Well, I'm just saying.
You about retarded.
All jokes. It's all jokes. But my point of saying is that the girl that we were hanging out with, she got tired of us going out and no one really saying much to us.
I get
because
tired
the
of going
girls,
out with the pastor too.
No, come on now. Wasn't nobody doing that foolishness. I'm just saying she got tired of us going out and no one was really saying much to us because all the girls who had the banging bodies, that's who they was trying to holler at, and that's who they figured they could get to go home. And we were just, I'm pretty, but we weren't, bam, bam, bam. So nevertheless, what I'm saying is she changed herself. She decided to do some things to make herself more appealing. And
Hold on, what all did she do? Because you telling everything. Did she add some things?
She added some things.
She put some tissue? Some tissue, some extra?
She added a lot of hair.
Fake hair.
She changed her eyes.
Contacts.
She put some stuff in her hips.
She put some padding.
Little soap.
Some padding.
Yeah. So
she was just a total artificial.
Pretty much.
Representation of what she want to be.
Yes, but
so
she didn't have to worry no more.
She didn't have to worry.
No, because everywhere we went, they was hollering. Yes. And what
they was chasing the flesh then, right?
Yeah. They would holler at her, and if they couldn't get her, then they would come and say something to us.
Let me help you out real quick.
So I'm just saying.
Because what they hollered at, and if you notice she had a problem keeping anything, she lacks substance. If you got to put all that extra, then please understand, what is he going to stay with? Because you got to be real. Because I would want a person's intellect. But, I understand we go for the flesh, but it takes more than the flesh to keep a person. So you got the banging body that ain't real. So when I get home, I find out it's not what it was supposed to be because I don't know what it is because it all fell off. Fake nails, hair wave, the tissue fell out and all the extra. But what about the substance of the person?
All I'm saying is she wasn't lonely no more. And
that's the problem right there. She wasn't lonely no more.
Nope. And she's married now with children.
Oh.
Whereas some of my friends did not get married and still don't have children. And then also, on top of that, so we know that the men are very, as Kurt said, he wants to have something that is good looking candy on his arm. But on top of that, I shouldn't say on top of that. On top of that, we chose to stop hanging with her because her attitude did change. And it wasn't who we felt we were reflective of. And so in life, we do have choices.
There you go.
We don't have to stay to a point where we don't have to accept somebody that we feel is negative and not representation of us. Because my mama used to say birds and feathers flock together, which is why I always say if my man is hanging out with a man that's a bunch of cheaters, am I not going to think he's a cheater? If he's hanging out and his boys are cheaters, yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together is what you said, but y'all wasn't of the same flock because you said she wasn't like you.
No.
You tend to flock to what you want, but see, truthfully, if you was able to see, because at that time when you was doing your thing, I don't know if you really seen, because if you was really seeing, you should have known what was going to happen. You seen her behavior in the past. So I don't understand why you would continue to hang out with a person that showed you what she did.
We didn't continue.
You did for a while because you said you went to many places and you named several.
She changed. We went to many places together.
I think you really kind of liked the fact of what she was doing and you kind of admired her. But see, sometimes you need to watch what you idolize.
No.
I'm just saying. Well, you say it's no idolization, but for a minute, that's what you hung with because there was a reason. That's what I mean. You the one hung out with her. What? I don't know what she looked like. I don't know her. You gave the description. That was your friend. That it don't seem like y'all that tight because Lord knows you done busted her out.
No busting out. I
know not to be friends with you, boy, because you can't hold water.
Talking real.
And I want you to because the dialogue is necessary. Because people are going out and doing that and they're hanging out with people, nothing of themselves. But you said that you stopped. And great conversation. Because, again, if you're hanging out with somebody, because Shay said that they was nowhere near where she wanted to be because, really, the pastor, though, walked in the club? I mean, that's embarrassing. But that's Shay for you. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say, but sounds kind of messed up to me. What kind of club you was in? But anyway, the most important thing is relationships are a little different today than it used to be, but we can bring things back around And I like to say, as a man that's trying to mentor and try to do positive things for women, I will always want to say that I love you, first of all, without the fleshly desire, because I want young women to realize that it's more to a person than just the flesh. And we need to get in tune with that, because a lot of times we get lost, and we need good, strong men to tell young women that they're beautiful and to uplift them, for they can expect more and better. That's what made me get into this, because I love my daughters, and I want more for everyone, not just everyone.
You're right, Jay. Kurt, can you tell me what you think about what I said?
Oh, me? Kurt's still there? I apologize. Kurt, sorry.
Hello?
Yeah, Jay.
Hello?
Kurt,
Hello?
you still there?
Kurt, you know I get on a tangent, bro.
Hello?
Kurt, you still there?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, we were like begging to jump in there for a second. But yeah, I definitely hear you. As far as the young lady in the club.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes. What the young lady in the club? Yes.
Okay. My thing I was gonna say about that is, to be flat out honest, most times people go, besides the people who are genuinely going just to hang out, get out, have a good time, just to kind of get out and relax. Most people go to the club not looking for a relationship. Most people go to the club looking for sex. So, most people go to the club looking for sex.
Well, that sounds like, Shay, he calling you a Kruger.
That sound right to me.
He calling you a Kruger.
But now I said outside of the people that are just genuinely out just to relax and have a good time.
If y'all could just see my face right now.
Yeah, look a little twisted.
What's wrong, Shay Shay? I go to the club all the time, and I'm never looking for sex.
No, you just look for young men.
No.
Hello?
Yeah, you still there? You still there? I hear you.
Okay, my point is, if your girl is getting all that attention because of a banging body, that's really not anything for you to envy, because basically we catch according to the bait that we use. I always say and post and tell women, if you're looking for love or a relationship, don't use sex as bait for a relationship. Because when you put sex out there, a guy is going to pay you attention and he'll hit it. He'll put you on the hit list, but you won't be on the it list.
Hold on. Say that again, just in case somebody missed it.
When you go out and you show, ain't nothing wrong with having a banging body, I'm trying to work on the come up myself. But if that's what you put out there, if you go and say, I'm going to show this nice cleavage, I'm going to have a little, make sure they see, what the, my assets look like. When you we catch according to the bait that we use. Even when you go fishing, I'm not much of a fisher, but I do know you catch certain type of fish using certain type of bait. So if it's love or relationship that you're looking for, trust me, you won't find it by using sex as a bait, because you can be drop dead, just for the sake of analogy, Beyonce gorgeous. And a guy, if you putting sex out there, showing the legs and the breasts and all of that, he's not going to say, oh my God, that could be my wife. He's going to be saying, man, I'm going to try to hit that. Which means he'd be willing to put you on the hit list, but not on the it list. There are some women that look extremely sexy, and the average guy in the club or wherever you see them, in the supermarket, wherever, happy hour, there are some women that look extremely sexy, and the average guy is thinking, I'll hit it, but I want to make her my lady.
Can I get
I put her on the hit list, but not on the it list. Like, I hit it, but she ain't like it. She couldn't be it for me.
Okay, so that is...
Can I get in?
Yeah, Paris trying to get in. Go ahead, Paris.
Man, I've been waiting to let loose. Y'all been putting me on the leash. First things first. I don't know if it was C. Davis or Captain Jack that had spit off first, but when it comes to the certain type of female, I think you learned your lessons from experiences that you had about the difference between the it girl and the get girl. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think you learned through trial and error. So you learn to appreciate. Now, Jay, I'm going to hit you off with, bro, I'm going to honestly let you know, I keep a scale.
Uh-huh.
And you a 4 to a 10.
Uh-huh.
For a girl that stay in total friend zone, 6 to a 6.9 to a 8, I could date you.
Okay.
9 to 10, I'm smashing. I'll call you tomorrow if I call you back. Simple rules. 9s and 10s is too much maintenance, and they're not going to last around. They flashy. They don't.
Okay.
6.9 to an 8, that's a woman I can appreciate and build with. And even if she's 6.7, I could develop that into my 9.9 because I appreciate the difference in style and experience. Now, sweetheart, men are a little bit more slower than you. You mature a little faster. You've been playing with Barbie since you was a little girl playing at weddings. It takes us a little bit of time to figure stuff out. Work with us as we make the mistakes that we make. And let us learn to appreciate you. And if you still at the club at a certain age, then you might need to check yourself and see what's up with your attitude, despite your looks being a 6.9 or a 9.
Hello? Are you there, bro?
Yeah, he there.
Oh. Y'all can't talk to me, huh?
Hold on, Paris. Breathe, baby. Breathe.
I'm sorry. Don't scared to talk to me. Yo.
Hey, Paris. Okay, so you saying if she's a 9 or 10, you would hit it, but you wouldn't make her your girl. So,
no.
Okay, so I guess I got a couple of questions. Number one, what would qualify her as a 9 or 10 in your book? Is it just a look?
Did you not say yourself when you see him at the club, you already know what time of day it is?
Right. Okay, my initial question was, I didn't ask it yet, but this is really what I wanted to ask. That was kind of like a subsequent question. But my question is, if you look at this woman and say, okay, I won't make her my girl, why bother hitting it? Because to be honest,
come on, man.
No, that's the
Christian Station. Hang on, fellas. Y'all, I know y'all ain't gonna believe this. We gotta go to break again. I want y'all to finish this. But I'm sorry. I gotta keep the show going. I gotta keep a show, man. I gotta play my commercials. I have no choice. I'm sorry.
Put us on.
Yeah, I got no choice.
All right, okay.
Hold y'all. Stay right there. We coming right back.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord. Y'all need so much help. We'll be right back.
Help.
Baby, ladies, ain't you tired of hearing dudes make excuses why they can't last long in bed? The days of the little blue pill is over. That's right, Gorilla Triple X is the new sensation that got everybody going crazy. This little gold pill is responsible for saving thousands of relationships. Ladies, don't go buy your man what he want for his birthday. Buy him what he need. A bottle of Gorilla Triple X. Look here, they stronger than Viagra. They last longer than Cialis. By the time your man finishes with you, your legs gonna be shaking like a hoopty with bad gas in it, I say. He gonna make you go from walking knock-kneed to walking bow-legged. You feel me? Fellas, don't let your ego keep making you feel like a little chimp. Take one of these Gorilla Triple X and become the gorilla you know you is, man. We even got deals on them. 2 for 10, 4 for 15, 6 for 21, and 12 of them for only $35, man. Call your boy Head right now. 706-593-4323. Gorilla Triple X. Stop making excuses and start making us say, baby, you about to kill me.
Embarrassing. All right.
She's been having some really strange.
You start out with poison and then you drop it with really?
That's some poison right there. I hear
yeah, but that.
Hey.
Oh, Lord. We have a little bit of technical difficulty, our bad. But again, tonight, Flashback Friday, Coco Cabana. We will be there around 9:30. Once we leave the studio, it's on. If you got some card players, but truthfully, the dancing shoes, because I think we're going to really get down tonight. So, again, 4073 La Vista Road, Tucker. Come on out, see me and Shay, and, get to know us, because we're trying to get in the community and do big things. We got to go back. It looked like we had a heated discussion. What do you think, there, Shay?
I think they were about to try to get it in, but what I'm telling them.
What you trying to tell them?
Is
what?
I'm the woman in here.
Oh, hold on. Somebody barking? Really?
I'm the woman.
Hey, you already know what kind of man I am.
I understand, man. Hold the dog down.
I'm the woman in here.
Okay.
And I'm hearing
what
all of this, what they say.
So what are you taking in?
What I'm taking in is that y'all love some arm candy, but you also want somebody who's smart and intelligent. But if you had two women, now Kurt, listen to me, and Paris, listen to me, and Jay, listen to me. You got two women side by side.
Do I got an option?
Yes.
Oh.
They both got a banging body. One of them is smart and intelligent and has.
What the?
No.
What's up with the sound effects?
One of them is smart, intelligent, can hold her own, is degreed, this, that, and the other. She's sharp. And the other one is not so much. There's no substance. You probably would not want to take her to even see an aunt or anything. I mean, she just is not of, she haven't been around anything that.
Hey.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm getting here?
I'm trying to go with your example. I'm like, go ahead, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all have fun. I'm gonna let y'all have fun with that one.
So first things first, like I'm gonna say, men are different. We're special. We're slow. We're visual. We're conquerors. We're cavemen. We're gatherers. That's just what we do. I mean, we're not gonna lie. There's a certain point in our age where it is quantity over everything because we prove our manhood. So you know what? We knock down the baddest. That's the title. We want the baddest of the baddest. But there comes a certain point when we've seen and made enough mistakes that we go, you know what? I want the quality. So when I look at a female, I might check a fetal, I might check the nails, so I check anything on her, depending on how her demeanor is and what she looks like, and how she carry herself. The chick with the banging body, I mean, she gonna come and go. It sags. It don't stretch right. That's just gonna happen. Point blank period. The woman I'm gonna keep is the woman I could struggle and we could go to the gym together and that's my shit, man.
All right. Well, let me hear from Kurt.
Kurt,
that's
what you
fine.
got?
Kurt, what you think?
Well, I don't know. I've grown to a point. Trust me. I don't know. In the past couple of years, it's been maybe the past few years. I don't know if it's been, when it comes to women, I'm going to be candid. I don't know if it's been God trying to bless me or the devil trying to stress me. But but it really has been no shortage of, women that basically made it blatantly obvious that they either wanted to have a relationship with me or either just wanted to have sex with me. So, but I've made some mistakes in my life. I made some bad choices. I've taken the bait sometimes. I've taken the bait knowing that I didn't want to take the fish home. But here's the deal. I've grown to a place that when I say I'm looking for quality or substance, I don't necessarily, I would love to have a woman that's educated and all that. In fact, and just to be clear, I am in a relationship now. Fairly new, but...
You might not be by the time you get off the air. You might not be by the time you get off the air. Keep going.
Hey, she know I'm real. She know I'm real. But anyway, here's the deal. I've grown to a place that when I say I'm looking for quality, I'm talking about the essence of like where your head is. I'm not saying educated versus the no college degree. I mean, of course, we all want to, but sometimes you can have a college degree and all of that and still not really have that substance. Substance is that, you have, values, you have standards in your life. Me personally, I prefer traditional values. I wouldn't care if Beyonce, I use Beyonce, no offense one way or the other. I just use it because for a lot of people, she's a symbol of beauty and fine, So no offense or, swipe one way or the other. She's a beautiful woman. But anyway, but even if Beyonce herself walked up to me, if she wasn't Beyonce. But anyway.
Yeah, you're going to have relationship problems by the time you get off the air.
Her spirit wasn't right, or if she was, or if her mind wasn't right, I couldn't do it. Right now, I'm almost afraid to connect with a woman who, number one, don't have at least a basic relationship with God. And I'm not saying she's got to be, Mother Teresa or, so deep in, spiritual-logical. But seriously, though, because I've known beautiful women say, hey, don't come around here with that God stuff, that church stuff, that, to me, that's a red flag in itself. So just traditional values, a basic spiritual relationship, and just basically having a head on straight. By that, I mean able to understand, her role and the role as a man, the role of a man, and it's not just about the physical or just about the money.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
It's fair.
That's fair enough.
I can't say that's what.
To be honest, sometimes I think women disguise their true nature in the beauty. It's like they figure by the time a man finds out how many real issues or problems or whatever they have, his nose will be already wide open. And a lot of brothers get so caught up in the beauty and the booty that they don't see the drama or the issues hiding right behind it.
That's good. That's good. Well, look, guys, we're coming up really quickly to the top of the hour, and I want to give you something to think about for next week. We have a pretty good topic that I'm interested in seeing what you guys think about next week is going, because we wanted to get to it today, but I'm really wanting to know if you feel like there are people who allow others to influence or affect their relationships, or why do they allow others, whether it be your family members or whether it be your best friend, that girlfriend who's telling you, girl, he ain't no good, do you... Why? Or guys who are telling you, girl, man, she was at the strip club. How do you feel?
You ain't ready to talk about that, Shay.
Oh, yes, I am. And so that'll be next week. So I want you guys to come
with me. It sounds like he tried to call you out.
Oh, I'm ready for it. He can call me out.
It sounds like Paris tried to call you out. He said he was in the club with the pastor, too.
Stop talking about that right there. Anyway, you want to jump in the room with next week's conversation. You tapping out, running away from this conversation.
Ooh.
You ran away from a snack. You got snapped by a bus all night, man. You done heard me. The females left your hand there. What's up?
No, not at all. It's just that we only have about 5 minutes left before this dynasty over there is going to be telling us to wrap it up. And I love to let Jay in the show because he does his thing.
I what?
Why? What you trying to do?
Well, at the end, he likes to give his motivation, because we are motivational speakers. We are love coaches. So this is what we do. So I try to let the,
I'm with y'all. I can't tell. I'm just, she don't let me talk. No, I just sit with my lip poked out. I'm just mad all the time. That's not true. But again, go ahead, you guys. What are y'all final words on this? Because, again, from the topic of this, from the beginning to now, what do you feel you would like to see different? Okay.
Well, first thing I want to say is hurt people, and heal people. I think it's a process that's going to come, and the only way that a relationship or we continue to grow as a society in the time that we're in, where I think we need it the most, is I think it's going to come where we need to forgive, not just in relationships with your spouse or your significant other. I think there's a lot more in friends and parents. I think a lot of forgiveness needs to go on right now. I think some people need to pick up a phone and apologize to somebody they ain't thought about in a minute, and just let that be a stepping stone for you and your healing for yourself. By you helping somebody else get over something, you're actually healing yourself. And that's all I want to say. Shout out to y'all, and I respect the show, man. Good looking out, Atlanta.
Thank you.
Kurt?
Yeah, I can totally respect what Paris just said. I totally agree. That's a topic in itself, forgiveness. That's a key topic itself. But I just wanted to basically encourage sisters and brothers, but definitely women, who feel like, it's hopeless finding a good man, hopeless finding a quality man. I say, stick to your standards, stick to your... first of all, you must make sure that you have standards, because one thing I heard my pastor say, a guy will never exceed your expectations of him. If you feel like, well, I gotta, if I don't have sex within the first couple of dates or first few weeks, then, he's not going to stick around. But if you give in to that, then, he's not going to exceed that. That's what he's going to start to expect from you. But the point is, have standards, stick to your standards, trust in God, trust that, God will give you the desires of your heart. Sometimes it doesn't happen right away, and there's a reason for that. Sometimes, like I say, God is giving you a season to prepare yourself, or to have Him mold you into what you need to be ready for that person, to either attract that person or to keep that person, basically preparing you for the blessing. So don't get discouraged. Don't feel like, well, if it didn't happen, this week or this month, start working on yourself and start figuring out what it is that I need to be to attract. I may like a certain type of woman, but am I the type of man that particular type of woman would be interested in? So I think it's key that, number one, that, women don't get discouraged by the numbers. And to be honest, not all statistics apply to all demographics totally, So I just say, stay encouraged, stay faithful, and stay patient. And trust me, what God has for you is for you.
I like that. Shay?
That's good. I think we had an incredible talk tonight. The show was very, very good. Thank you to all my guests, who even the ones who had to get off early. And thank you for my listeners. Our listeners, I should say. It has been an incredible show, and the topics just keep coming. We see you on the blog. Make sure you stick with us and look on the jayandshayshow.com. Check us out on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. There's 2 groups there. We do answer those questions every day. So if you're on the group, just like for Curtis, shout out your group real quick again, Curtis, before we let you go.
All right, my group is Real Talk About Relationships. It's on Facebook. Actually, I changed the status from a while back. I changed the status from closed group to a private group. So we have like over 12,000 members. But if you would like to join the group, you can look me up personally, Kurt Sconiers, Sconiers, Sconier. But just look me. You can befriend me personally, and I'll add you to the group. But it's Real Talk About Relationships, and we're looking to do a lot of great things coming up, and I'm looking for my tickets to the grill too. I'll be waiting on details on how I can get that.
All right.
Oh, you need to go to our website then. All you got to do is book it.
Well, thank you so much.
We're going to have a lot of things coming up, and we're going to try to keep you guys abreast of everything that's coming. And like tonight, Coco Cabana, that's where we'll be going in about another 5 minutes when we step up out the studio. But
we had a event.
Did you? Well,
nice.
We're about to do it, and we're going to see if we can take the roof off. One of the things I want to leave you guys with is a simple thought. We say forgiveness. I went to it earlier when I said, when you look for forgiveness, let's look for change. Because, again, in order for us to do better, we can't keep doing the same. So don't quickly just tell somebody, I'm sorry, when you know subconsciously you're going to do the same. Keep that word to yourself and reflect on what you did and make a difference, because we, in effect, affect others by doing the same, because that's what society's doing. I want us to do differently. So, again, let's take time to reflect, because everybody wants something, but why don't we take the time to find out what He has for us? Because it's too much of what we want, too much of we want it now, and we're being so impatient. Let's slow it down and have a better understanding of Him, and let's keep Him first. So, like I said before, I love you without the fleshly desires. Have a great night. Let's have fun, especially if you're going to Coca Cabana. We're going to dance. We're going to have fun. But please remember, to all the young ladies, I love you.
And the men. We love the men, too.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just saying, it's Atlanta, kind of hot, what I'm saying? Yeah, because you might be putting it wrong. This is spiritual station.
Oh, Lord.
But again, I do. I love you without the fleshly desires. Stay tuned with us. We'll be back on next Friday. We're going to do this. We're going to keep it hype. And again, Atlanta, Coca Cabana, 9:30. I'll be there.
Same Same station.
Same station.
Next-
Same
yeah,
back.
same
I
back-
mean, you didn't say
same
with
back
no
channel.
enthusiasm. That's
Yeah.
all you gonna do. You might as well go
I'm
home.
just
You ain't
saying.
kicking it. You ain't trying to do
I'm
nothing.
about to tear this
You ain't
thing
trying to
up.
do nothing.
See you guys next week. It's
Dynasty,
Talking
you coming
Real.
with us?
Let's
You
go.
coming?
Let's go. Hey, Talking Real with Jay and Shay.
Well, that's a wrap. And Jay lost again. Get more Talking Real on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow the Jay and Shay Show to get the 411. And be sure to join us every week at the same time for the real deal on the things that matter to you. Right here on Love 860 WAEC, Atlanta's inspirational talk radio.